Hello, Heartland fans. Season 18, Episode 8 has brought us to a pivotal and emotional crossroads. Amy is faced with a heart-wrenching dilemma that will define her future, while her daughter Lindy disappears, throwing everyone into turmoil. Lindy, come on out of your hiding place, sweetie. Have you seen a little girl? Her name's Lindy. Who will Amy choose? Nathan, the steady rock, or Caleb? Her passionate first love? Will Amy ever find peace? Or will the shadows of Ty's memory continue to haunt her? Episode 8 of Heartland starts off with Amy Fleming got between two boundlessly various ways in her day-to-day existence. The heaviness of the past and the draw representing things to come crash, as she is compelled to settle on holding nothing back from Nathan, a man whose tranquil strength has directed her through dull times, and Caleb, her most memorable love, who returns in her existence with unsettled feelings and a certain association. The episode sets a serious yet confident tone as Amy ponders her life after Ty's shocking passing. Years have passed since his demise, yet the recollections actually wait, impacting each choice she makes. Amy's heart, conflicted between pushing ahead and sticking to the past, is the point of convergence of this profound roller coaster. Yet again, Nathan, ever quiet and trustworthy, ventures into Amy's life, giving her a future loaded up with steadiness. His bond with Lindy adds one more layer of profundity to his relationship with Amy. Nathan couldn't care less about Amy. He offers certified grace and fondness for her little girl. His methodology is delicate, regarding Amy's affection for Ty, and never constraining her to move quicker than she is prepared. In any case, is sufficiently that to prevail upon Amy, or does his consistent attitude come up short on energy she subtly hungers for? Then again, Caleb's return mixes old sentiments Amy thought she had covered. Their common history is both a gift and a revile, loaded up with snapshots of adoration, fervor, and disaster. Caleb's erratic nature and previous slip-ups leave Amy addressing whether he's the best decision for herself and Lindy. However, his presence stirs something inside her, a flash she hasn't felt since Ty. Might she at any point trust him once more, or will their set of experiences destruction any opportunity of a future together? As the emotional tension builds, Lou plays a pivotal role in Amy's journey, acting as both sister and confidant. Lou encourages Amy to consider Nathan, believing he can help her heal and find happiness again. Nathan is good for you, Amy, Lou insists during a heartfelt conversation. He's steady, he's patient, and he loves you. You need someone who can offer you the stability you deserve. But Amy isn't convinced. Her heart is still tied to Ty, and the fiery intensity she shares with Caleb makes her wonder if she's truly ready to let go of her past. This internal conflict sets the stage for a gripping episode, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats as they wait to see who Amy will choose. The stakes rise dramatically when Lindy goes missing. What begins as a quiet, introspective moment for Amy quickly spirals into chaos as she realizes Lindy has vanished without a trace. Nathan is the first to step up in the search, showcasing his calm and composed nature. While Amy is frantic, Nathan becomes her anchor, organizing a search party and offering her reassurance. Meanwhile, Caleb approaches the crisis in his own way. Unlike Nathan, his emotions are raw and unfiltered. He rushes to Amy's side, his concern for Lindy evident in his every word and action. "We'll find her, Amy," Caleb says, his voice filled with determination and vulnerability. "I promise we won't stop until she's safe." This dynamic between Nathan and Caleb adds another layer of tension to the episode. Nathan's reliability is comforting, while Caleb's passionate energy reminds Amy of the intensity they once shared. The search for Lindy becomes a community effort, with Lou leading the charge alongside Nathan and Caleb. Lou's role as Amy's rock is highlighted here as she balances her own fear with the need to keep everyone focused. In one particularly poignant moment, Lou takes Amy aside and reminds her to stay strong for Lindy. "You're her mom, Amy," Lou says softly. "She needs you to believe she's coming home." When Nathan eventually finds Lindy at a playground, a wave of relief washes over everyone. The scene between Nathan, Lou, and Lindy is heartfelt and understated, showing the depth of their connection. Nathan's calm demeanor contrasts with Amy's earlier panic, making it clear why Lou sees him as a good match for her sister. But for Amy, the situation is far from resolved. Lindy's disappearance forces her to confront her own vulnerabilities as a mother and as a woman still healing from past trauma. The episode concludes with Amy reflecting on the two men in her life. Both Nathan and Caleb have proven their devotion to her and Lindy in different ways, leaving Amy more torn than ever. As the scene fades, viewers are left with a burning question. Who will Amy choose not just as a partner, but as a father figure for her daughter? I know, Amy, and I'm not asking you to forget Ty or the life you had with him. I'm just asking for a chance to be part of your life again. You and Lindy mean everything to me. The mention of Lindy adds a new layer to the conversation. Caleb's love for Amy extends to her daughter, but Amy's concerns about his unpredictable nature make her wary. She questions whether Caleb can truly provide the stability Lindy needs. "It's not just about me anymore," Amy says, her voice firm. "Lindy's my world. I can't let her get hurt." Caleb's response is heartfelt and raw. "I would never hurt her, Amy. I know I've made mistakes, but I've changed. I've learned from them, and I want to be someone you and Lindy can count on." This emotional exchange highlights the depth of Caleb's feelings for Amy and his desire to make amends. Yet, Amy remains torn. While Caleb's passion and sincerity reignite something in her, the scars of their past are hard to ignore. The scene ends with Amy walking away, her mind swirling with conflicting emotions. Caleb's words linger, leaving her to grapple with whether their love is worth the risk. Meanwhile, Nathan's presence in Amy's life grows stronger. His role in finding Lindy and providing support during the crisis hasn't gone unnoticed. While Caleb's approach is fiery and intense, Nathan's is calm and reassuring, a stark contrast that only deepens Amy's confusion. In a quiet moment at Heartland Ranch, Nathan finds Amy at the barn. She's brushing Spartan, her movements slow and contemplative. Nathan steps forward, his expression gentle. "Hey," he says softly. "I just wanted to check on you. How's Lindy doing?" Amy looks up, her eyes meeting his. "She's okay," she replies. "Still a little shaken, but she'll be fine." Nathan nods, his gaze full of understanding. "And you? Are you okay?" Amy hesitates before answering. "I don't know," she admits. "This week has been a lot." Nathan steps closer, his presence steadying her. "You don't have to go through it alone, Amy. I'm here for you and for Lindy always." The sincerity in Nathan's voice touches Amy deeply. Unlike Caleb, who stirs up emotions she doesn't fully understand, Nathan offers her a sense of safety and peace. His bond with Lindy only strengthens his case as a potential partner, and for a moment, Amy allows herself to imagine a future with him, a future where stability and love coexist. The unmistakable contrasts among Caleb and Nathan weigh intensely on Amy, leaving her more tangled than any time in recent memory. Caleb addresses the wild, energetic love she once knew, loaded with ups and downs that made a permanent imprint on her heart. Nathan, then again, offers an adoration that is steady and trustworthy, an establishment she can construct a daily existence on. As the episode advances, Amy's battle turns into a fight between her head and her heart. Caleb's return has stirred sentiments she thought had been covered, yet Nathan's calm strength helps her to remember what she really wants. The pressure works as watchers are left pondering who Amy will pick, and whether her choice will bring her the harmony she so frantically looks for. Lou's immovable help turns into a critical component in this profound hurricane of Heartland. As Amy grapples with her affections for Caleb and Nathan, Lou steps in with the insight and sympathy just a sister can give. While Lou has her own concerns and obligations, her emphasis stays on assisting Amy with tracking down clearness in the midst of the bedlam. The defining moment arrives in a genuine discussion at the Heartland kitchen table. Amy is apparently torn, her look fixed on the steaming cup of tea in her grasp. Lou sits opposite her, her demeanor a blend of concern and assurance. "Amy," Lou starts, her voice quiet yet firm. "You've experienced to such an extent. Losing Tay wasn't simply hard, it was groundbreaking. Yet, you can't continue to live before. You should be blissful." Amy's shoulders tense at Heartland Farm, and she takes a full breath. "That's what I understand. Low, yet entirely it is quite difficult. Ty wasn't simply my significant other, he was my beginning and end. I don't have any idea how to continue on without feeling like I'm selling out him."
Lou reaches for Amy's hand, her grip reassuring. "You're not betraying him, Amy. Tay would want you to be happy too. To find someone who loves and supports you the way he did. And you don't have to forget him to do that. He'll always be a part of you."
The conversation shifts as Lo brings up Nathan. "Look at Nathan," she says gently. "He's been there for you every step of the way. He cares about you, Amy, and more importantly, he cares about Lindy. He's proven that he's willing to be patient to help you heal at your own pace." Amy nods slowly, the reality of Lou's words sinking in. But before she can respond, Lou continues, her tone growing more serious. "And then there's Caleb," she says, her expression tightening. "I understand you have a history with him, and I get why you're attracted to him. But you need to think about what's best for you and Lindy. Can he truly give you the stability you need, or is he just a reminder of the past you're trying to move on from?" Amy's eyes glisten with unshed tears as she struggles to respond. "I don't know, Lo. I really don't." The scene at Heartland Ranch underscores the complexity of Amy's situation. Lou's advice is heartfelt and practical, but it also reflects her own fears. She doesn't want to see her sister make a decision that could lead to more heartache, especially after everything Amy has already endured. Yet, Lou knows that the final choice isn't hers to make. It's Amy's. Lou's guidance stays with Amy as she continues to navigate her feelings. Later in the episode, another pivotal moment takes place, this time with Caleb. The two find themselves alone in the barn, the atmosphere thick with unresolved tension. Caleb breaks the silence first. "Amy, I need you to know something. I'm not the same guy I was back then. I've grown. I've changed, and I want to prove to you that I can be the man you and Lindy deserve." Amy's response is measured, her emotions carefully contained. "I believe you, Caleb, but it's not just about whether you've changed. It's about what I need now for myself and for Lindy." Caleb steps closer, his voice dropping to a near whisper. "And what is that, Amy? What do you need?" The question hangs in the air unanswered. Amy looks away, her heart pulling her in conflicting directions. Caleb's sincerity is undeniable, but so is the uncertainty that surrounds their potential future together. The conversation ends without resolution, leaving both characters and the audience on edge. Amidst all the adult drama, Lindy's quiet yet profound role in the episode cannot be overlooked. Her disappearance earlier in the story has shaken Amy to her core, reinforcing the importance of stability in their lives. But Lindy is more perceptive than her age suggests, and her observations add a unique layer to the narrative. In a tender moment, Lindy speaks candidly to Amy, offering her own insights on the situation. "Amy, Mom," she says softly, "I know you miss Dad. I miss him too, but I think he'd want us to be happy." Amy pulls Lindy into a hug, her daughter's words hitting her harder than she expected. Lindy's innocence and honesty remind Amy of what truly matters, providing a loving and secure environment for her daughter. As the episode reaches its emotional peak, Amy finds herself at the center of a storm of feelings, choices, and consequences. Both Nathan and Caleb have shown their devotion in different ways, and Lindy's disappearance has only added to the weight of her decision. It's no longer just about who she loves. It's about who can truly be a partner in her life and a father figure for Lindy. One of the most touching scenes unfolds between Amy and Nathan under the starlit sky at Heartland Ranch. Nathan, who has always respected Amy's need for space, chooses this moment to speak from the heart. The soft glow of lanterns illuminates their faces as Nathan takes a deep breath, his calm demeanor hiding the intensity of his emotions. "Amy," he begins, his voice steady yet tinged with vulnerability. "I know I'm not Ty, and I would never try to be, but I care about you and Lindy more than anything. You both mean the world to me." Amy's eyes fill with tears as she listens, her defenses slowly breaking down. "Nathan," she says, her voice barely above a whisper, "I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm ready." Nathan steps closer, his gaze unwavering. "You don't have to be ready right now. I'll wait for as long as it takes. I'll wait because you're worth it, Amy. Both of you." This moment captures Nathan's selfless love and unwavering patience. It's a stark contrast to Caleb's fiery passion, leaving Amy even more conflicted. Nathan's stability and kindness offer her a sense of peace she hasn't felt in years. But is that enough to make her take the leap? Meanwhile, Caleb's approach is far more direct. At Heartland Ranch, he finds Amy in the barn, where she often retreats to sort through her emotions. His arrival is sudden, his energy palpable as he strides in, his eyes locking onto hers. "Amy," he says, his voice firm but laden with emotion. "I can't pretend anymore. I still love you. I've always loved you." Amy looks at him, her emotions swirling. "Caleb, this isn't just about us. It's about Lindy too. I need to know that whoever I choose is going to be there for her, no matter what." Caleb nods, his expression softening. "I get it, Amy, and I know I've made mistakes. But I've learned from them. I want to be the man you and Lindy can count on. I know I've got a lot to prove, but I'm willing to do whatever it takes." The intensity of Caleb's confession leaves Amy speechless. His raw honesty tugs at her heart, but the lingering doubts about their past make her hesitate. Can she trust Caleb to be the stable presence Lindy needs, or is his unpredictable nature too great a risk? As the two men lay their hearts on the line at Heartland Ranch, Amy retreats to her favorite spot on the ranch, a quiet hill overlooking the fields. The cool night breeze whispers through the trees as she reflects on the decisions that brought her to this moment. Her mind flashes back to her life with Ty, the love they shared, and the family they built together. His memory is a constant presence, guiding her even now. But Amy knows she can't stay in the past forever. The choice before her isn't just about finding love, it's about creating a future for herself and Lindy. Nathan offers a sense of security and unwavering support, while Caleb brings passion and a connection to her past. Both paths are fraught with uncertainty, and the weight of the decision feels almost unbearable in this moment of solitude. Amy begins to realize that no matter who she chooses, she will always carry Ty's memory with her. His love shaped her into the woman she is today, and she knows he would want her to find happiness, even if it means moving on. The emotional intensity is softened by a quiet moment between Amy and Lindy, as they sit together by the fire. Lindy's simple yet profound words offer Amy a new perspective. "Mom," Lindy says, her voice small but filled with conviction, "I think Dad would be happy if you smiled more. I miss him, but I don't want you to be sad all the time." Amy pulls her daughter into a tight embrace, her tears falling freely. Lindy's innocent wisdom reminds her of what truly matters: love, family, and the courage to move forward. As the episode of Heartland draws closer to its conclusion, the tension remains high. Amy hasn't made her choice, and viewers are left analyzing every phrase, every look, each unspoken emotion. The question lingers: will Amy pick the steady love of Nathan, the fiery passion of Caleb, or will she find a way to embrace her own electricity and forge a new path? The climactic moments of Heartland supply an emotional payoff that leaves viewers breathless and longing for more. After a chain of heart-wrenching conversations and quiet reflections, Amy is ultimately ready to make her choice. However, not before the episode takes one last unexpected turn. Just as Amy begins to find clarity, a stunning revelation ripples through Heartland Ranch. Caleb, in a moment of vulnerability, shares a fact he's been keeping back. Sitting with Amy in the familiar barn that has witnessed so many of her life's pivotal moments, he reveals something that catches her off guard. "I've been pondering a great deal about Lindy," Caleb begins, his voice consistent yet thick with feeling. "And about Ty. He was my pal, Amy, and I would never attempt to supplant him. Yet I believe you should know that in the event that you allow me an opportunity, I'll give my very best for honor his memory while building an existence with you." Amy's breath gets. Caleb's words show a side of him she hasn't seen previously in excess of a man, ready to recognize the weight of her past while offering a future established in adoration. The animal dwelling place falls quiet, the main sound the stirring of roughage, as Amy takes in his genuine admission. As the residue settles from Caleb's disclosure, Nathan makes his own allure, meeting Amy by the farm's famous wall line at nightfall. He talks with the calm strength that has characterized his personality all through the season. "I know I'm not the astonishing decision," Nathan concedes, his hands laying on the endured wood. "Yet I love you, Amy, and I love Lindy. I need to be the man you both can rely on, for the present, however, for the long stretch." His genuineness, matched with the delicate earnestness in his voice, pulls at Amy's heart. Nathan's consistent presence has been an encouraging sign for her, and his eagerness to exemplify both her and Lindy's future is straightforward. In any case, is balanced to the point of lighting the enthusiasm Amy desires? Once more in the episode's most powerful second, Amy retreats to her #1 slope, her heart weighty with her preferred weight. The sun plunges underneath the skyline, painting the sky in shades of orange and gold, a visual illustration for the junction she faces. As she sits in calm examination, her brain floats to Tay's memory, which is as energetic as could be expected. However, interestingly, she doesn't feel the aggravation of misfortune. All things considered, she feels appreciation for the love they shared, and the illustrations it educated her. That's what Amy understands, regardless of who she picks. Her existence with Ty will continuously be a piece of her. Yet, clutching the past doesn't mean she can't embrace what's in store. It's at this time of lucidity that Amy understands what she really cares about. Somebody who can cherish her for who she is currently, not who she was previously. The last scenes of the episode are astonishingly created to keep watchers as eager and anxious as can be. Amy accumulates her mental fortitude and countenances both Nathan and Caleb individually, conveying her decision with effortlessness and genuineness. To Caleb, she says, "You'll always be a part of my story, and I'll always care about you. But I need stability for me and Lindy, and I don't think we can give that to each other." Caleb's face falls, but he nods, his respect for Amy shining through. "I get it," he says softly. "You deserve happiness, Amy. I just hope you find it." Then, turning to Nathan, Amy offers a small but genuine smile. "I don't know what the future holds, Nathan, but I want to explore it with you. Nathan's expression is one of quiet pleasure, his resolve palpable. I'll be here, Amy, he replies, for you and Lindy, every step of the way. The episode closes with Amy and Lindy sitting together on the porch of Heartland Ranch, watching the stars. Lindy leans against her mother, her voice soft but full of curiosity. Mom, do you think Dad's watching us? Amy smiles, her heart full. I think he's always with us, sweetheart, and I think he'd be happy that we're finding our way. The camera pans out, capturing the iconic ranch under the vast, starry sky. The quiet strength of this moment reflects Amy's journey, a woman who has faced unimaginable loss, but continues to move forward, carrying love, hope, and resilience in her heart. Heartland leaves fans with a satisfying mix of resolution and suspense. Amy's choice to embrace a future with Nathan marks the start of a new chapter, but the emotional weight of her journey ensures that her story is far from over. What do you think about Amy's decision? Do you agree with her choice, or were you rooting for Caleb? Share your thoughts in the comments section and subscribe to our channel Next Level for more Heartland season updates.